Set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And the Bills, 1st down. It's a gain of 17.
Allen going to change this at the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Down right around the 25. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Out to the right, out to the right. Hey!
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bijan Robinson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
There was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Allen to throw it. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That went out wide and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Play action. Here's Stroud. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This now a 3rd and 4.
Look, 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
All right. Tony.
Again, it's Stroud. That's out wide here for Robinson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
18. What's that?
Throwing now is Stroud. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Texans at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18. Why Tony?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Allen now looks to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it third down. From midfield, here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That's going to be caught by Pitts. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
And the Bills, first down.
Now Allen going to change it up.
First down, Bills.
And again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Stroud. This pass complete to Higgins. The gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 46-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here we go. Swap. Another swap. Hey, uno.
Now Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And out of bounds right around the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He was brought down at
Joshua Hines-Allen there on the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
11. Hey, uno more.
Stroud out of the gun here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Allen. To the right side and intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to have the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Allen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down. as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's going to look deep for more. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Got his man, Dell. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On to punt is Camarda as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Allen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Allen going to change the look here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looks like they'll move things around here. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bills have broken the tie. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Texans 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's Stroud. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Tony.
Play action. Stroud now. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the 1st.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
18. What's that?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Stroud to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Take down. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are at extra.